Hey guys, it's Smay here, and in one of my very first videos that I ever did on this channel, I talked about my decision to take a gap year as opposed to going straight to university after high school. And I talked a little bit about it, but I didn't go into too much detail. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about my gap year experience as a whole. So I've talked about this quite a bit, but if you're new or you just didn't know, in 2010 I took a gap year and worked at a boarding school in Oxford in England for a year. The gap year program that I went on was run by a company called Tutors Worldwide, and they place students from South Africa and Australia as well as in New Zealand, and they just place you at a school anywhere in the UK, so you don't actually get to choose the school. I think I lucked out pretty big time and I got placed at a school called the Dragon School in Oxford in England, and also at the school that I worked at there was 23 other gappies from South Africa and Australia. I was the only Kiwi, but I do know some of my friends that went through Tutors Worldwide as well were placed at a smaller town and they were the only gappy or so I definitely think that I got quite a good deal there. There are also lots of different roles that a gap student can play in working at a school, so some of my friends were more focused on running sports events or helping out in the classroom and day-to-day things, but I was placed into a boarding house, so my official title was a matron. The house that I worked in was for girls aged 11 to 13, so intermediate age, and these were the oldest girls in the school, so it was quite fun to have people that were like my younger sisters, but it was also challenging at times. There were about 56 girls in my house, so it was one of the bigger ones compared to the rest of the school, so I also had another gappy working with me, and her name was Emma. Hey, if you're watching. And she was from South Africa, and I'm pretty sure she went through Tutors Worldwide as well. Inside the boarding house there was another flat which I lived in with Emma, so we each had our own bedroom and then we shared a bathroom, a kitchen and a lounge. In terms of the actual tasks that I was doing at the school, some of them were pretty mundane, such as getting the kids up in the morning and making sure that they get off to school okay, doing some baking for them for morning or afternoon tea, putting their washing away, and just entertaining the kids when they come home from school and helping with their homework. The hours that I worked at the school were longer than a normal 9 to 5 day job. I'd have to wake the kids up at 7, which means that my day would start at about 6:30 in the morning, and I'd be working right up until I put the kids to bed at about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and 3 nights a week I would be on night duty, so if any kid was homesick or didn't feel very well, they could wake me up and I would have to take care of them. There was of course downtime during the day, so at least every day I would get 1 or 2 hours off to do whatever I wanted, and also normally during the afternoon there was always time to just sort of relax and read a book and stuff like that because the kids wouldn't be there and all of the chores would be done. Also, I got 1.5 full days off a week, so mine were Monday and the first half of Tuesday, so it meant that if I wanted to visit any other part of England or even travel overseas for a night, that I could. I know not every 17 or 18-year-old, which is how old I was when I went on my gap year, would want to spend a year looking after children and everything that comes with that, but for me it was definitely worth it because of course I worked at a school, so I got school holidays and I got the summer to travel around, so having the travel bug, I pretty much spent all of my money traveling. So I think I managed to get to 10 European countries when I was there, so I'll try and remember them all. Germany, Portugal, Ireland, Greece, Wales, Italy, Holland, Scotland, France and Spain. So moral of the story, I would definitely recommend taking a gap year, and I guess it doesn't even have to be straight after high school. If you're in university or just about to finish and you want to go and nanny for someone for a year, do it. Hopefully for those of you who are heading off on a gap year in the future, or at least you're just thinking about it, that this video was helpful. If you have any questions, I will try my best to answer them, so you can leave them for me in a comment down below, or you can tweet me at SmayJ. There's a link to my Twitter in the down bar. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next week. Bye!